Growing up, I wasn't really an athletic person. As you can tell, I'm sitting here talking about anime. So I never had an interest in sports as a whole. I never watched it, I never played it, I don't care that much about it. Sure, I exercise, but I just don't get the culture of it. When I was beginning my weeb journey, I saw a show called Kuroko no Basket. And I didn't put too much thought into it, and I saw it was a sports anime, especially basketball. I don't really like that. But one day I was just bored, so let me just give this basketball show a try. And this opened me up to the world of sports. There's just something exciting about a bunch of guys who are muscled up, who are running at each other and doing something with the ball. Wait, that just sounded off. From watching these people play whatever sports it is, whether it's ping pong or soccer or whatever, I actually went outside and tried a little bit of it. I actually touched grass. If I had to be real, I find these characters playing sports to be kind of cringy. It's not really for me, but I enjoy the guys just hanging out, trash talking, and overcoming struggles that they face. When the next 6'5" psychos decides to pull some new ability out, or some dude pulls a new boxing technique. To me, these moves are just a little cringy and corny, but I get the appeal of it, and from watching all these sorts of shows from the sports genre, I finally understand why so many guys like it. It's a social excitement from betting on games to make it more interesting, but social issues aside, I see a lot of problems with sports as a whole. Now, exercising is good for you, and there's nothing wrong with playing a sport for fun. When you're playing sports, even if it's for fun, you're kind of competing, and your ego is on the line, because you don't want to lose unless you want to have fun by being stupid or something. But for guys, you don't want to lose. And when you're playing, you're moving around. Adrenaline is rushing. And the only thing that you can think about is that game. And when you lose, which eventually you will, nobody can win forever, it can feel kind of frustrating. And sure, you can calm down and you might learn a thing or two. But as an athlete or just a person playing, you only have so much time because of your age. You're not going to be able to keep this up. And the chance of you making it to where you're in the big leagues is little to no chance. Even if you win in a tournament or you play it casually, there's still the health risk. Guys, whatever you decide to do in your life, your body can only handle so much. You can only stand so tall for so long until you fall. Megalobox, a combat sports, talks about this, where the fighter, even though he is good, eventually his body just says no, you cannot keep going, or it would just shut itself down. I get it. The feeling of playing sports and winning in a sport match is good for literally everyone. And even you play it like casually sometimes, but all that running back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, it's really just gonna make you fall faster. Remember, the faster you move, the faster you fall. It's about how long you can last. You need to let your body relax, slow down, and register in things. By playing sports, of course, you're working out, you get all that muscle, but all that lifting and all those things is just gonna take a toll on your body. And what are you trying to prove really? I'm no medical expert, okay? I'm not a doctor, I'm not certified, but all I'm saying is, you don't see a lot of athletes or people who play sports or work out lasting that long. Talking full bravado and giving yourself an adrenaline rush is gonna get you into a lot of trouble. And how can you be there for your family and protect them, or to provide for the people who are in need, when you're in trouble or you just fall? Then are you really strong? I think that's weak. This is for dudes, because let's be honest, sports is mainly for guys to play and watch. You're also putting yourself into a very destructive environment. You're surrounded by hedonistic things. Whether you're watching it with others or after playing it, you indulge in it. And this is like for every other environment as well. When everyone's doing those hedonistic things, it's really hard to not do it. So it leaves you a bigger chance of indulging in these things that are not good for you in the long term. Plus, when you're playing sports, someone could accidentally hit you, or a ball can hurt you. Your body is gonna get damaged. You're gonna lose your lifespan. And when your blood is rushing, it's not good for you. You have to relax yourself. And when you play sports, you can't. The risk to reward is not even worth it. And even somehow, if you made it to the pro league, okay, you make a whole ton of money. You have basically lost all that time you could have spent with your family, or to work on a skill that really doesn't take that much of a toll on your body. It's just not worth it. These awards and medals and egos and proving to people that you're great and speaking for bravado means nothing. The only reason why it even has value because society has put value on it. If you enjoy watching sports and playing casually, it's fine. But personally, it's better if you were just to walk. Don't run. Walk and drink water. It's much healthier on your body. It will save you so much headache later on. And if you watch some of the shows, it shows like the health conditions that a lot of these people go through when you're engaged in these sports. Life is full of problems. When you walk or you get in the car to drive, there's a chance of you just going. So why increase the odds? Too many people out there are worrying about what other people think. So try to do things to fit in and being flashy, developing these uncontrollable behavior and psychological problems that will hurt others. When you should just chill, relax yourself, yourself. Don't draw too much attention to you unless you have to. You know, if you have to do something where you have to be famous, go ahead. Everyone knows that sports is dangerous, and that's the exciting and fun part of it, and it keeps people engaged. I don't have anything against sports or just sports anime. I love watching sports anime. It got me out there and enjoy myself, even for just a little bit. I believe that life is meant for you to be lived. Because the more you know, the more you realize you don't know anything. So you gotta see more of the world. Because people change all the time. And by engaging in all these stupid things, it just makes it more difficult. It's just better to stay away and save yourself trouble. Learn to control yourself. And a lot of these uncontrollable behaviors promotes ego. And what do we learn about ego? Egotistical characters from anime. They end up falling. Pride comes before the fall. And the more you look at these behaviors, the more you realize that it's just stupid behaviors. And all it's gonna do is cause yourself trouble and others around you trouble. If you look at a lot of these struggles that the characters go through when competing in a sports, it's very relatable in a way, and that's why I love sports anime. And who doesn't love to see some guy who knows how to dunk a basketball, or a guy who's beating the living crap out of another guy with a hip-hop soundtrack in the background? That is dope. I think within people, incredibly humble people as well, we all feel this in a way. Whatever we want to do in our life, we want to be strong, cool, and smart at it, so we can kind of prove ourselves to other people. And it's not really an insecurity thing. A lot of people say it's insecurity, but not really. I know this is a lot about people who buys nice cars, fast cars, and buy nice clothes and talks full bravado because they worry about what other people think is insecure. And I don't even think it's insecurity. I think it's just a certain way for that individual to express themselves. It's just the way that they will build. We had to be somewhat selfish and we had to live for ourselves, but we also had to live for others as well. People want to feel loved. They want to feel good about themselves, and we need others to do that. It's fine to admit that, but I think it's important to be uncool and even a little weird than to be cocky. Because if everyone was egotistical and acts a certain way, society would not function well. And sports brings that energy out of most of us. But if everyone were to act kind and humble, things would work. Sports brings out coolness within people. But the question that you should ask to yourself is, do you value your life and other people's lives? Or do you value throwing a ball or punching someone in the face and talking full bravado? Then your body just gives up on you. What am I looking at, dude? What is this? Is this even basketball or are they just dancing?